Would you rather feed people or feed your car as biofuel, adding to world hunger? There are lots of negative impacts of biofuel. You use up more energy producing the biofuel than the biofuel can produce itself. You are using food to power your cars rather than to feed starving children around the world. The amount of land you will need to grow the crops to produce your biofuel will cause lots of soil erosion and be a huge negative impact on the environment. The biofuel starts working less efficiently under -8 degrees weather. Biofuel production produces many sources of pollution. Increasing crops adds to soil erosion, reduces soil fertility, and pollutes the environment with herbicides, insecticides, phosphates, and nitrates. Corn, the main bioethanol source in the U.S., uses the most nitrogen and herbicides of any crop in the U.S. and also requires a significant amount of water. A study in 1997 by Guillaume Petro found that to produce enough energy to cover the needs of a single person, the amount of polluted wastewater produced during the production of bioethanol was equal to the volume sewage produced by 800 people. The study estimated that the energy needed to treat this wastewater was equal to 50% of the energy content of the fuel produced. The production of biofuel can be a really negative impact on the environment. Using lands to grow fuel leads to the destruction of forests, wetlands, and grasslands that store enormous amounts of carbon. One study found that when forests are destroyed, corn ethanol and soy biodiesel produce about twice the emissions of gasoline. Producing biofuels has actually created more energy than it can generate. After factoring in the energy needed to grow crops and then convert them into biofuels, Cornell University found that producing ethanol from corn required 29% more energy than the end product itself is capable of generating. Also, similar results are found for making biofuel from soybeans. Therefore, there is actually no more conservation of energy compared to other fuels. Production of biofuels raises food prices because there is no competition for crops. Crops are being used to provide fuel for cars instead of for feeding people. Rising food prices affect the poor and increases world hunger problems. Soaring corn prices have created tortilla riots in Mexico City.